Good morning. It's a Tuesday. Thank you, Jesus, for the day. Let's get to work. Brandon and Jacob are over there making some of the red oak doors for that red oak Mocha stain kitchen remodel. We had to install the boxes still. I clear coated the boxes last night, so we have to install those still. So we need to get some stuff from our supplier. All the trim's getting stained right now. Same thing with the side panels. We get the side panels on, clean out everything. Those are pretty much done. And then we just got to finish the doors. But one thing I need to do, I need to build like a spice insert for this drawer. It's going to have an angled piece down, angled piece down, angled piece down. So I'm going to start working on this, trying to figure out what I'm going to do here, and just start building it. I have some of my 1/4 inch birch material cut out, and what I did to find the dimensions of it is obviously I took this dimension, replicated that here. To find my width, I just took my total, divided it by 4. I was going to go 3, but I think they were going to be way too big and long, so I just went 4. And now I'm hoping that it'll kind of work out. They're pretty snug. But my next thing I need to do is find out how tall I want to make this portion. I'm thinking I'm going to use the 5/8, same material I used for the maple. For the drawer boxes, the sides, is what I'm kind of thinking. A lot of people just use 1/4 inch again, but I'm thinking I want to use 5/8 inch material. And I'm just going to kind of play around and see how tall I want to make it, see how everything works out. And then I'll cut all of my pieces, and I'm going to glue and pin nail everything, and then it'll pretty much be done. So there's just going to be a lot of trial and error going on here. I sort of have this spice rack insert into our drawer box mocked up. I think it's pretty decent. I think I'm liking how it's looking. I might make that piece, recut it, make it a hair longer, just a hair. But I think it's pretty good. Now I just need to brad nail and glue everything and kind of see how it fits. I may cut an angle on my piece right there. I don't know. I'm going to see how it glues up and how it does before that. But I'm going to go get the glue, pin nail, and just see what it does. Now have my spice insert into this drawer box completed. It's made to fit this box exactly. These are about 5 inches each. Should be able to hold spices. There's 4 of them. It's like a 20-inch box. How wide is this? It's not 20 inches. It's like 17 5/8. Yep, 17 5/8. It's a pretty good sized drawer box here. Can hold all the spices we need. I'll go set this over there. Now, I think I may have to go run and get slides from our distributor, stuff like that, or I might help the guys make doors. So, we'll see what my next task is, but that's good getting this done, figuring this out. Cross that off the list, and then once I get this drawer box slides, I'm able to just put the drawer boxes in. And then once that's done, I can clean everything out. I need to put all the side panels on, the skins, 1/4 inch red oak. And then the cabinets are pretty much done. We gotta like collect a bunch of stuff, tools and everything, but we're almost there. Building our pantry. It's really, it's super narrow because there's a fridge there. So it's acting as a fridge side panel, essentially. And then it also is gonna be super narrow so that way then the client is able to like put keys and stuff like that in there. It'll be really good for that. So that'll be awesome. What I'm building right now is a toe kick, because the way this measured out, this pantry, it needs to be 98 inches tall, and material doesn't come 98 inches. It comes 96 inches. So that being said, we just built this pantry 94. I'm building the toe kick 4 inches standard, and I made it really tight, which is what we want. Okay, now that looks wrong right now, but it's not, because I need to cut a 3/4 inch board right there. That way I'm able to essentially screw down or screw up through to lock everything together. I think it's going to work out pretty nicely. so far, I think. Just need to see what we got right here. Should be 22.5, that's correct. 5 7/8, 5 7/8, okay. 22.5 by 5 7/8, and we're square, 23 1/4 each. Okay, so 22.5 by 5 7/8. Let's go cut us a nice piece. 5 7/8, baby. Okay. Making it a hair less because just like a 32nd, I don't want it tight. It can be a hair smaller, it'll be fine. There we go. 22.5. Nope, don't fall, please. And Carl just came back with all of our drawer slides, so we can start getting the drawer boxes in. Again, I clear coated those last night, so wanted that done. Okay. I mean, I think that'll pretty much do. Let's try to line it up. Rather have it in the back, I think. There we go. There we go. I mean, we're pretty darn good everywhere, I'd say. Okay. Don't think that's going anywhere. This is a little heavy boy too. Now this could be a struggle trying to get this in, I'm not gonna lie. Probably should have narrowed it by like a 1/16, but I didn't. Because why do that, right? Something like that. Okay, I think that'll pretty much do. Once I go to actually like attach it and stuff, I need to like square it up and probably clamp it because it's wanting to fight a little bit here, but I think that'll be fine once I do what I need to do. Oh yeah, it'll clamp down. Worst case, I could always just plane the top a little bit if I really needed to. The back's getting covered up by a 1/4 inch panel, so not too concerned about all of that, but there we go. That's one way to do it. I also need to cut a middle brace. I need to go measure my face frame because I built that into it already. So cut a middle brace there, dado the face frame, put that on, finish this up, and then that cabinet's pretty much done once we double check it. But I think I'm gonna go start doing the drawer boxes, just get that off the list, off my mind, and then I'll come back and I'll fight with this, get that completed. There's a face frame right there. It's a big boy right there. So it's coming along though, coming along slowly but surely. Boys are still building doors, which is awesome. I'm gonna go over there, start working on these drawer boxes, and then I'll come back and I'll fight with this guy. I'm going to start screwing in all of our drawer slides for our drawer boxes. It's good to me. Right about there. Jacob and Brandon put all of our brackets, 3/4 inch material into the back yesterday. If I can screw this in, that'd be lovely. There we go. That's my first time using an impact. And they're all legged in with 1¼ inch screws, so that way the brackets in the back can't move. And I'm fastening them in the front here. I don't like how that went. Bar back. Sometimes attaching these without them being bolted to the wall, it's easier in some cases, but it's harder in some cases. The cabinets like to move a little bit, and you're trying to line these up perfectly. I put that U right there slightly forward. I don't like it all the way back. I think the spec on it is to put it all the way back, but I don't like it. I think the drawer box sits back a hair too far. We do it that way. I want the drawer box flush. The front of the drawer box flush with the front of the face frame. Once I install the boxes, I'll go back through. I can adjust anything that needs adjusted, but usually, as long as the back brackets are set correctly, and you put this just like this, you'll be fine. Another one. One other thing I need to do is I need to screw the locking devices, the orange clips as we call them, into the bottom of our drawer boxes. That's what those locking devices are, what clip into these slides here. And then they give you up and down, in and out, side to side adjustment. So, super handy. That's not very good. I don't like pre-drilling these because it's so small that what I found is these screws will like to not latch in very tightly. Even with a super tiny bit and barely going in. These are holding a decent amount of weight. Not necessarily weight, but they're holding the in and out motion of the drawer box. So I just don't like pre-drilling these, but that leads to, it doesn't ever usually lead to splitting. What it leads to is when you're starting to screw, your Phillips bit, because of course they're Phillips, will jump off and get you right in the hand. That's what it leads to. It very rarely splits. It's just likes to get you into the hand. Okay, that one looks good. That one looks good. That one looks good. It is hotter than it should be in this state today again. More. It's gonna be a huge island. It's like 98 inches long. There we go. I think that'll be fine. It's sitting back a hair, but okay. Now what we need to do is go screw in our locking devices, and we can start putting in drawer boxes. It is time to start putting in our orange clips here, the locking devices. Kind of a pain because you're drilling at an angle or screwing in at an angle, but you have to make sure you don't pop the back of that clip up or it really doesn't work. And then if you do that, it's really no good fix because you have to use the screw hole areas again. So what I like to do is I push my finger down there to make sure it's all the way tight. I just go slow. I do this, the outside one first, because you're more straight. And then I'll kind of just go slow, slow, slow on that right there. I used to pre-drill these, the centering bit. Again, I don't like doing that because even with a small bit, well, one, the centering bit wears out so fast, but two, I think the screw doesn't really stay in as well. I don't know, I had some issues with that. So, been doing it this way for a while now. That clips in fine. That one might need to go back a hair. Let me see if I can't. Oh, I think it's because that clip was already, sometimes they come like weirdly adjusted from the factory. I think that's sticking out too far though. Yeah, it definitely looks like it to me. That side right there. Okay, all we gotta do is move it back a hair. Might as well bring this box. Sometimes the clips like come, it's not often, sometimes they come like adjusted already, and that can kind of throw you off, so I always try to check on that. This one right here and this one right here I think are really nice. Yep, that's like perfect. Already, and that'll soft close back into place, just like that. Good. Yeah, I definitely screwed this one too far forward, for sure, for sure. Might have been too far forward again. What am I doing here, Tyler? What are we doing here, Tyler? Come on, Tyler, what are we doing? We'll see if that does anything better. It only went back a hair, which is really all I need. Yeah, that's way better. Okay. Perfect. Those are done. Kind of hoping that these don't come out when I tip this box over, but I kind of have a feeling they will, even though they're snug. I was going to screw those in, those dividers, but I'm kind of thinking, what if they one day don't want them? And then they take them out. Now they have holes in the bottom of their drawer box. I don't know. I'd love to fully secure them, but I just think that's not the smartest move. As much as I want to secure them. I mean, they're snug. They didn't even fall out there. So, you know what? That's a win. I think that's a win. Okay, let's see if we can't. Oh yeah, that one's like really good too. Okay, yep, that pulls out. Oh yeah, that's silverware, or spice. I keep calling it a silverware insert. It's not. Spice insert. That's like really cool, man. Actually, kind of proud that we made that too. Okay, and then it's just literally rinse and repeat until I get these two, and then those four big boys in. Once these drawer boxes are in, I'll probably shoot a little short video, post that, and then I'm not going to clean these out until the skins are on. So I think they're almost done. They're getting baked off in the oven right now, so that's nice. But double checked all the door measurements last night, along with spraying the drawer boxes, so that's done. But I think I'll go finish the pantry once I get the rest of these locking devices in, and the rest of these drawer boxes in. All of our drawer boxes that are dovetailed, 5/8 inch thick, clear coated 3 times. There are spray booths in our oven. Everything's maple, full extension, soft close. By full extension, I mean you pull out all the way. So you're not, don't have a drawer box that's like this, where like you can't find your stuff. That's how a lot of them are around here. Ours are full extension, can hold up to 100 pounds, fully extended. So all those drawer boxes are in. My next task is to go finish that pantry and get that face frame on and just get that completed. Double check it all, and then I think by that time the skins hopefully right there will be done. That's the dishwasher panel, a bunch of trim. But hopefully by that time these guys will all be done and I can start putting them on, and then I'll start helping with doors. I'm in the middle of using our handheld Craig Jig pocket hole machine here to pocket hole our sides, our tops, and our bottoms, because when I put it together I forgot to Craig it. I was just wanting to get the toe kick box done and I was just in a hurry, so now I'm doing it this way. This works great. Do this on the other side, and then hopefully we can put this face frame on. Jacob, Brandon, and I, we all datoed it out. They helped me with that, so it's a big boy. We'll get this on, and then I got to put a middle fixed shelf about here-ish, and then double check all the pantry, double check the door measurements. Pantry will be done. Then I think I can help them with doors. They're doing really good on the doors. I think they're close to being done. Brandon's setting up the sander, so that's a good thing. The pantry is now complete. 98 tall, 24 wide. I got my middle fixed shelf in. And now I'm just gonna double check the shelves there. I built out the toe kick on the bottom because they have a piece of carpet running along here. And I didn't want to do shoe, and I think the toe, it would have been weird, quite honestly. So my plan is this will butt tight to the carpet, and then the hardwood or tile or LVP, whatever it's going to be, is going to start over there. So the skin will be here, the shoe molding will start here, skin's going to be flush, we'll add a piece of screen molding and it'll look nice and tight there. We have to skin this, we have to skin this. I got to pack this out because there's a fridge right here. Fridge cabinet right there, so. But next step, I just need to double check the shelves, and then hopefully I can start skinning all the cabinets while the boys over there. zoom in. They're taking all of our red oak doors for this cabinet job, the red oak Mocha stained cabinet or kitchen remodel, down from 13/16 to 3/4 of an inch thick. And then Brandon will start cutting them down, routering, double checking, boring, getting those doors done. So that way they can stain and clear coat those tomorrow while we're installing cabinets. I'm in the middle of putting on our panels with our 3M Muck Strength contact cement. Just letting it tack up for about a minute before I put it on. I already have one cabinet done. Number one, I have it blown out and got all the dust out of there, and I got it loaded into the van. And I'm just doing it one by one by one by one. So that way I can think through and just make sure everything is so. Got that big boy pantry over here. I did double check, got the doors double checked. So that's gonna be kind of a wonky one to skin, but gotta get that done as well. And then keep moving on. Really, these island panels we can't put on until they're together at the house. We can't, I'd love to be able to bolt these together, but the door's not wide enough. So all these can pretty much go. I'm just gonna keep skinning one by one until we're done. I just finished putting this side skin on the cabinet. Obviously makes it look way more finished. I'm gonna blow it out and I'll load it up into the van. I got all of the skin side panels on and all the cabinets up, loaded up, along with a whole bunch of tools and pack out material for this sink and island and everything. So pretty much should be good to go there. I need to package up the trim. I need to go help Jacob router the doors, sand the doors, putty the doors, bore the doors, all that type of stuff. So we just need to keep going and get this stuff done. Jacob, Brandon, and I have been sanding down our doors with some 150 grit sandpaper, just cleaning everything up. And once that's completed, we're going to start boring with the Bloom Mini Press. I'm going to start boring our red oak doors that are going to be stained mocha. Have it set up to my fence, 3.5 inches away from the top and the bottom. Have my setting back there. Clamp it, press and hold. Make the bore hole. Hinge in. Press it down again. And then when Jacob and Brandon are done sanding the last two doors, they'll just start unscrewing these hinges and we'll be done. Rinse and repeat. Send that thing in, release it, and there we go. It's a completed concave soft closed door right there. Just needs stained, mocha, and clear coated, but that's how it'll look. Jacob, Brandon, and I, we got all of the doors, the red oak doors, ready for stain tomorrow. And all the vans are loaded. Tomorrow we're gonna have a busy day installing, see how far we get. Hopefully we can get most of it installed. See you tomorrow, which is Wednesday. Adios.